Hello, and how have you been? We're back. This is Psyfer. And we're here with a new game, Hand of Fate. It's an action RPG dungeon crawler with some deck building to mix things up. The cards are used for your quests, equipment, that sort of thing, and as you will soon see, they also build the floor of the dungeon itself. Apparently the game got kickstarted back in 2013. I wasn't around then, at the time. I didn't know about the game at that point. I found out about it when it got into early access on Steam, and I ended up buying it because the person who did a little video on it made it look freaking awesome. And I played it for a couple hours. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I don't normally play early access games all that much, so I kind of just left it be because I wanted to play it when it was complete. I didn't want to spoil it beforehand because I had this tendency of spoiling early access sort of stuff. Like back when Terraria was new, I pretty much just ate all the fun out of that before all the cool stuff got added well, not recently, but you know what I mean. But it finally got released today, although it'll be yesterday as of the time I probably get this uploaded. Let's begin.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back. The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Alright, let's begin this, shall we?
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to seal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple among the eternally shifting sand dunes lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands. But he's just a jack, he's not the king.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
Alright, if I remember right, this first dungeon, it's pretty simple, kind of just showing the game off. Not really any branching choices.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
The Maiden. One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? Longer life, supplies, gold. Well, supplies I think was food, and I don't think I'll need that for this dungeon. May as well go for gold. Seem surprised. It's unlike an adventurer to beg for coin, but very well, if that is your wish. Draws 3 gold gain cards. 30 gold.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
And 15. And another 15. So 60 gold. Not too terrible, not too terrible. It said that the sharp-eyed adventurers may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary to nature. What? Okay then, whatever that means. I don't quite... whatever. Doesn't matter. And to the next card. Aha,
I was
Mr.
never a
Lionel.
fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
I like Mr. Lionel. That's a fun little card. Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. Taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. "My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation." He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently waiting for your answer. I'll ask what you need. Need? I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Well, in another game you did. What?
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection.
Alright, so we block with the Y button, and reflect with the Y button. Counter with the Y button. Same thing.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Then, before you can stop him with an inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out of the tavern door. And continue.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, laying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Go grab that weapon. Yes. Basically, I draw the failure card, then
Choose from these options.
Think I fall and get hurt, but I should still get the weapon even if I draw the failure. And I wasn't paying attention because I'm a doofus, but you can actually keep track a little bit of where the card ends up. And I guess this one's alright. Yeah. Very carefully you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. And I get a weapon from the ancient corpse. And a sword. Okay. Yes, I will equip it.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
And moving on.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Yep. You have discovered the exit to this area. I will take the stairs. Embark on the next leg of your adventure.
Your journey is well begun. This is what I was looking for. You show some aptitude for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
Apparently I didn't turn off achievements showing up. Oh well, I don't care that much. Traveling Mage. Why is it colored? I have a feeling there's something weird about that. I don't remember what it is though. Doesn't matter too much. Shabby Grove, off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Mage sells only specific items that they're discovered in faraway lands. Their prices can be high, but they also pay well for anything that catches their interest. Well, I have 60 gold. Let's go check.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
The little tutorial area is always a bit boring, but hey. It's what you got to go through, yes. I have nothing to sell, I don't believe. What do we have to buy, though? Alchemical silver. You could buy that. And with each successful strike, the longer your combo, the more explosive the reaction. Draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Dragon Ring. While all dragon relics are equipped, receive 50% max health and full healing after combat. Well, that seems useful. But I don't have all the dragon relics, so... Lizardmen take double damage from the player attacks. It seems like an awfully weird thing. I don't know. I guess the dungeons get really long or something? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're gonna grab a chemical silver. That seemed like a good one.
A wonderful creation, forged of alchemical processes, but given permanent shape. I know of nothing like it. Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
And may as well grab some food with the rest of my gold. Try and make sure I don't run out. And yeah, we're done. Moving on. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
Is this my first battle? Yep, that's what I thought. Ambush! 3 of dust. Alright, let's see. What were my buttons
counter
again?
Your opponent's attacks.
Oh.
Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Well, that works then. X is attack. Artifact is that. Counter, stun, and dodge roll. Alright. And let us do this. Boom. Bop. 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 And you're finished. Bit similar to Shadow Mordor. Now that I think about it. You recover what you can from the dead. Gain cards. And equipment. Axe.
A peasant's
25
weapon,
damage.
but effective nonetheless.
I have feeling swords quicker, but honestly I like axes.
Really?
So we'll equip that.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, it's what I'm going to do. Some food, that's good. And more food, like I actually need that at all. Not really. Continue.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Another ambush. Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. Yeah. No. Have at thee. Bum, 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 bum. So, do y'all want me to skip this little intro bit here by pressing A button? Or just stick with it? Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. And finished. I'm sure my bopping is thoroughly entertaining while I'm battling. Sorry. probably about the best you're gonna get until I actually get comfortable with the combat system. More equipment. A helmet.
Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough.
And food. Alright, and if I remember right, is this moving on, or... No, it's Jack of Dust already.
My first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron, I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
So, let's go ahead and make our way in and fight the Jack of Dust, shall we? Sounds good.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Huh. Alright. So what do we fight? It's like one creature card and then the Jack himself. Yeah, 4 of Dust and the Jack. Okay.
Alright,
let's go ahead and deal with this.
Blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counter.
Alright. Alright. Oh, well, that was easy enough, I guess. That helmet looks goofy on this character, but hey.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
Ah, yeah. Alright, so here's the reward system. Basically, as you complete objectives that have a little token underneath the card, for example, the Jack of Dust that we fought there, we get these tokens, and when we activate the tokens, we'll get more cards that we can use for the deck to make the adventure more interesting, more challenging, but more rewarding. And, yeah, as I improve, he improves. We'll see that more later on, though. Alright, so we got Jack of Skulls, Dead King's Hall, Local Peasant, Devil's Choice. Ooh, I actually like that card. That's a fun one. River, and Captain of the Guards. If I remember right, if there's that lock on top of the card, you must have them in your deck until that lock is gone. I think that's like you have to complete that mission, otherwise it needs to be in your deck, sort of thing. At least for the next mission, anyway. I think you can go to previous ones to, like, unlock more cards or what have you, by throwing in certain cards. We'll experiment with that more later. Alright, so we get medium armor, Chains of Rage, Mercenary Contract, medium armor, Fortitude's Breath, and Desperate Measures. Fun. Those were all equipment. And Bandit Attack, Maze of Traps, and Goblins.
Shall we deal again?
Alright, I think that's where we're gonna cut off the first episode. I think I'll try to make each episode like one of these dungeon runs, or like if the dungeon runs start getting too long, we'll figure out some way to split them up evenly, but yeah. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey there, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching the first episode of my Hand of Fate playthrough. If you like what you see and would like to help me out, this would help me out a lot. Like, comment, and subscribe. Pass along the news. It'll be awesome. I'm gonna be awesome. I am awesome. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.